Hi, you have tuned into the Raging Aggron channel, and I'm your host, Djingis, and I'm here with week 1 of KASL sub-league, and this is the team builder for our week 1 battle, and I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped for this battle. We are facing off versus SiNxRealize and his team, the Toronto Tyrantrums. Link will be to his channel in the description, because I know that he uploads. I don't know if he will upload this league, but I will, and he's my opponent, and he has a YouTube channel, so I will link the YouTube channel. Easy as that. He randomized his entire draft, so his draft is very interesting to say the least. You see his team on the layout. I don't know if it's. I think it should be around. No, they are somewhere around here on the screen. You will see it, and I have ordered it in speed tiers for those of you that don't know why it is out of order from how it should be. This is the speed tiers, not the draft tiers. So his team is scary, even if it has a lot of common weaknesses. But he has the Ladias, Dodrio, Blacephalon, Haxorus, Gliscor, Mega Titar, Gogoat, Cricketune, Druddigon, Dragalge, and Cofagrigus. It's an interesting team to say the least. It has a lot of potential, even if it shares the same weaknesses. The ice weakness is very obvious. You also have somewhat of a rock weakness. Not that big, but it's still there. And then the speed tiers are pretty poor in my opinion. It has some pretty decent speed tiers between 95 and 110. So between Ladias and Gliscor. Ladias at 110, Dodrio at 110, Blacephalon at 107, Haxorus 97, and Gliscor 95. But then below that, it's not the best. And it doesn't really have those faster Pokemon that you might need. Like I have Mega Beedrill and a Noivern that's really fast and can help you out a lot. So he will need to rely on Scarfers outside of the web support that he has with Cricketune. And it's really hard for me to build around this, because I can build it in 3 different ways. I can build it pure power, which would be pretty interesting and could actually outspeed it. Not outspeed, but would outpower his entire team and put a lot of pressure on him. And I have the Pokemons to do that, so it could be an interesting strategy. He also has speed control thanks to the stick webs, so do I want to build bulky, predicting the webs, or do I want to build offensive and not care about the webs? That's another interesting dilemma I have. And then last but not least, I can also build completely counter to what I think he will bring versus me. In this matchup, that type of building won't go home. It won't work, because he has so many common weaknesses. That's my phone, I'm sorry for that. I cannot take that right now, I will record this first. But yeah, overall, this is a team that I think I can do very well against, especially with this team that I have brought. I'm not that scared of Cricketune. I don't think Cricketune will come. If it does come, I'm not that worried, because I still have the opportunities to set up a lot with my team. I'm most scared of the Ladias, the Blacephalon, of course, you will always be scared of those two. But I'm very scared of the Cofagrigus, because if Cofagrigus gets up a Trick Room, Druddigon and Dragalge can actually tear a hole in my team. Even if I have some pretty slow mons, those are not very fun to deal with for me. Not at all. So I really hope that it doesn't bring the webs, but does bring the Trick Room, because I can actually work in Trick Room with this team. Even if it will outspeed me, I do have the bulk to actually take care of it and stall it out, so I'm not that scared of it. But let's go with my team and what I brought and why I brought it. First out, we have the Misfits, our Scrafty with Expert Belt, Intimidate, Drain Punch, Knockoff, Ice Punch, Dragon Dance, 4 HP, 252 attack, Adamant Nature, and 252 speed. If I remember correctly, this set does 100% outspeed T-Tar, if it is a bulky T-Tar, and even some form of more speedy T-Tars. At +1, I can outspeed a lot of his team, and at +2, I outspeed everything on his team bar Scoffers. He doesn't really have anything that wants to take a Drain Punch or an Ice Punch. Knockoff is just there for the Blacephalon and Cofagrigus, so I don't get walled by them. But Drain Punch deals around 70% to a bulky Mega T-Tar. And it also deals a decent amount of damage to Dodrio and to the Gogoat. Then Ice Punch just steals the rest of the damage it needs to do. So he doesn't really have a good switch into this. This is one of my potential leaders as well, because if I can lead this, predicting the T-Tar lead or the Cricketune lead, I can just Dragon Dance off, because I don't think Cricketune can put me to sleep or anything like that. It might paralyze me, but I don't think it can put me to sleep. We'll check that up before the battle. That is one potential lead here, and as I said, after 2 Dragon Dances, he has nothing that wants to take a hit, or that can outspeed me if he doesn't have a Scarfer. And this thing hits like a truck. Like, I don't even need the +1 in attack to deal over 50% to his whole team with this Pokemon. And that means I can 2-hit KO everything on his team, and Scrafty is bulky enough, thanks to those base 115 defenses, that it actually can take anything that isn't super effective. And even super effective hits might not 2-hit KO it in some instances. I have to look out for the Draining Kiss. Draining Kiss? No, that's the completely wrong move. It's called Dazzling Gleam from some of his Pokemons. And I'm pretty sure he has something that learns Play Rough as well, so I have to look out for that. But outside of that, nothing really can take care of Scrafty. And in a Trick Room scenario, this is a pretty fast Pokemon, sadly. But I really wanted to outspeed the Mega T-Tar. But this is a Pokemon that, even in Trick Room, can put a number to his team and be very, very successful. The worst would be the Cofagrigus Burn, of course, but I can deal with that. I have other things to take care of his team as well, as you can see here. But Misfits is the first out. Then we have Hailstorm, our Regice, with leftovers, Clear Body, Rock Polish, Ice Beam, Ancient Power. Oh, fuck off. Hailstorm, our Regice, with leftovers, Clear Body, Rock Polish, Ice Beam, Ancient Power, Focus Blast, 100 HP, 252 Special Attack with Modest Nature, 156 Speed. Now, this is a very interesting Regice set. The only thing it can't take care of here is the Mega T-Tar. I can hit it with the Focus Blast, but it will just do around 50% to it, if I remember correctly, especially if it's Spadef. If it is Spadef, I won't deal more than around 50% to it with Focus Blast. But Ice Beam and Ancient Power is great for the rest of his team. And this is just like, the only reason I have Focus Blast in this Pokemon is so in case T-Tar is still there when I try to set up with Regice and Sweep, I can hit it with Focus Blast and deal a crazy amount of damage to it. Actually, since it is Mega T-Tar in Sand, Focus Blast for 50% from a kind of weak Pokemon, it's really good. After Rock Polish, I outspeed anything that is slower than max speed Haxorus. So if he's a Scarf Haxorus, I will not outspeed it after Rock Polish, but if it is a normal Haxorus, I will outspeed it 100%. And Ice Beam is 1-hit KO, 2-hit KO and everything on his team, and Ancient Power takes care of Blacephalon. So it's really, really good. Once again, the problem here is Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus just comes in on this thing and eats it, and just pain splits up with Click Toxic. So that's a bit of a problem. But otherwise, this, thanks to the investments in HP and this natural Spadef bulk, I can take care of his special defensive Pokemons. I can even take a hit from Blacephalon if I really have to. It's not optimal, but I can do it. So these two mons can set up, and they have to take a lot of damage in the process, sadly. So I wanted to bring a Wish Passer into this game, and the only Wish Passer I could bring really was our Alomomola here, Coldplay, with Rocky Helmet, Regenerator, Wish, Ice Beam, Knockoff, Toxic, 124 HP, 252 Defense, Relax Nature with 132 Spadef. This is an... I mean, once again, you see the Ice Beam. He's so Ice Weak that you just have to bring Ice Beam, more Ice Pension and everything. But the Wish Save from Alomomola will give me enough health on Misfits and Hailstorm to actually be able to take more damage, and actually to bring them up to almost full HP, pretty close most of the time. The good part about this Alomomola set is that nothing can really 2-hit KO it, and outside of Choice Banded or DD Haxorus, Sword Stance Haxorus, nothing is really a threat to this Pokemon thanks to the Ice Beam and Knockoff, Toxic, Wish. Like, it's a very bulky Pokemon naturally, so it's just a great Pokemon overall. We all know what Alomomola does. It's annoying to deal with. The Regenerator Rocky Helmet damage will help me a lot to take care of his physical offensive mons, and it gives me a pretty decent switch into Blacephalon as well, in case I need it. I'm not sure that Blacephalon will come to this matchup, but I'm 100% certain that if it does, it will be very hard for me to deal with, and this is my only response to the Blacephalon, really, especially if it is a Specs Blacephalon. So that's why I brought Alomomola over Togekiss. But Togekiss has some really nice utility, especially in this match. Like, Scarf Moonblast would be detrimental for his team, or Scarf there slash. So I could have gone that way around, but I decided to go with the Lomomola set here. Then we have Finn Lizzie, our Snorlax with leftovers, Thick Fat, Ice Punch, Crunch, Rest, Sleep Talk, 92 HP, 108 attack, 108 defense, 196 special defense, and 4 speed. And I see that I missed the nature here. What nature was you supposed to be? I think you were supposed to be either Adamant or the special attack down, defense up nature. I'm gonna give it the defense nature because I rather want the. I rather wanted to Dimpish one, yeah. I rather wanted to take the hits, so I'm fine with that. Well, nothing can really take care of this Snorlax. The only thing that could be better in this scenario would have been if Snorlax could have get 5 moves, or as in the anime 6 moves. If I could have had 6 moves in this Pokemon, it would have been tremendous, because then it could have been able to take care of everything, literally everything. But now I had to choose between Rest, Sleep Talk, and well, Rest, Sleep Talk 2 attacks, and Rest, Sleep Talk Curse. And I decided to go with the Rest, Sleep Talk more so because I won't stay passive, and unless I get Rest with Sleep Talk, I will 100% get off damage. And thanks to the fantastic attack stat of Snorlax, you don't really need to invest in it to actually deal damage, especially if it's super effective moves. I'm a bit sad that I don't have room for return or frustration or something like that, but overall Ice Punch and Crunch deals the most damage to his team. Crunch is a guaranteed 1 KO on Blacephalon, is a guaranteed 3 KO on Cofagrigus, and could be a 2 KO as well. I don't care about the Toxic. This is my primary switch-in as well to Blacephalon, since I have 1 immunity and the Thick Fat just reduces the Flamethrowers to nothing and Fire Blasts to nothing. And even a Mind Blown does like less than 50% to me, so I'm not that concerned about Blacephalon now that I have the Snorlax here. But I really wanted the Lomomola for the Blacephalon as well, because Snorlax has so many other threats to take care of. This set can take care of Latias as well. Coldmine Latias can not 2-hit kill me with Psyshock, but might be able to 2-hit kill me with Psychic. So I'm really bulky. Ice Punch and Crunch are both 2-hit kills on Latias, so I win that battle. I can't touch the T-Tar with this set, and that's a bit unfortunate, but you can't do everything with one Pokemon. So now that I have this, I have a pretty slow team as of yet. I don't have that, even if I had a Dragon Dance and I have the Rock Polish, I don't have a lot of speed, and I really want some natural speed to be able to hit hard and outspeed a lot of his swing, give him a bit of momentum. And the best Pokemon I had on my team for that was actually Noivern. I kind of wanted to go with Mega Beedrill, but overall I feel like Noivern is better in case it brings Scarf Taxorus. So Dragon Force is here, our Noivern with Life Orb, Frisk, Dark Pulse, U-Turn, Focus Blast, Dragon Pulse, 100 HP, 252 special attack, and 156 speed with the Timid Nature. Noivern 100% of the time outspeeds Latias. And with the Life Orb, everything is a 2-hit KO. He doesn't really have anything that can take more than 1 hit from this thing. This gives me a great U-turn as well, a great lead that I can just U-turn around depending on what he leads with. And yeah, I deal a ton of damage to his team with this thing. So it would be annoying for him. I can also scout out his sets with Frisk, so like I don't really need this thing to deal damage. It can be a good sweepy if it doesn't have any Scarfers, and the reason I run in Dragon Pulse is just for that sweeping ability, that I don't want to lower my special attack. I know that Draco Meteor actually secured the 1-hit KO on a lot of his dragons, but Dragon Pulse can actually sweep mid to late game, so I feel like Dragon Pulse is the better option to have. Dark Pulse can take out the Blacephalon in 1 hit, and it can take out Cofagrigus in 2 hits. If it is def bulky, it might be 3 hits. But if it is physically defensive, which it might have to be able to take care of Landers and so forth, I should be able to take it out in 2 hits with Dark Pulse, thanks to the Life Orb. I'm kind of sad that I couldn't be able to run Modest, but I also gain more bulk with the 100 in HP. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the set. Last but not least, we have Moustache, our Landorus Terran, holding the Yachi Bearer with Intimidate, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, U-Turn Knockoff, 252 HP, 50 defense, 106 special defense with Careful Nature, and 100 speed. This is an interesting Landorus. I'm pretty sure that I sped creep the Gliscor, to be able to knock it off before it could do anything else. Stealth Rocks are there just to get the extra damage, the extra chip damage of his team that I really need to be able to to be able to not have to rely on setup to kill his mons. Earthquake and U-turn are just solid moves versus him. He has the Ladias and the Dodrio and the Gliscor, but everything else will take some damage from DQ, and it could be that damage that secures the 1-hit KO instead of the 2-hit KO from my other set of mons. So yeah, it's just a bulky pivot, more or less. Between Dragon Force and Moustache, I can U-turn around very, very well, give me a lot of utility. They will also, thanks to the Wish support, I can actually allow Landorus to take a bit more damage than it usually would like to take. So it's decent in that regard. The Judge Berry allows me to take an Ice Beam from Ladias and from T-Tar without any big problem. Also from the Specs Dragaldi, I can take an Ice Beam from a lot of his things and then knock it off. So it should be fine in the long run with this set as well. But the Judge Berry is just there for me to be able to take a hit. If I'm over 50%, I can take an Ice Beam from almost everything on his team. As long as it's not a setup Life Orb, like a Coleman Ladias with Life Orb, that would be really problematic for me to take an Ice Beam unless I am at full health. So I need to be on the lookout for that. So yeah, this is the team I will bring. If I had to predict the 6 months that I think he will bring, Ladias makes a lot of sense versus me. In my opinion, Coleman Ladias set would be very, very hard for me to deal with. The Scarfed Blacephalon would make a lot of sense, so he doesn't get outspeed by Mega Beedrill, and it would also be a way for him to deal with Mega Beedrill and also secure other things, secure to outspeed other things and hinder me from being Scarfed. DD Haxorus, SD Haxorus, Scarfed Haxorus, Banded Haxorus, they can all come. Haxorus is a very solid Pokemon versus me. Gliscor and Mega T-Tar has to come in my opinion, because he needs the double Stealth Rocks, so I can't defog them away. I don't have defog on this team, but he doesn't know that. And Gliscor and T-Tar are just offensive threats as well as defensive threats, so they are really, really good. So those are the 5 that I really think he will bring. Then it's a toss-up between Quick Tune, Dradagon, Dragaldi, and Cofagrigus. Dodrio and Gogot are the only ones I don't think he will bring, because they don't really do anything to me. But Cofagrigus, Dragaldi, Dradagon, Quick Tune, they can all come. It completely depends on how he builds his team. If he wants the webs up, he will go with Quick Tune. If he wants another Stealth Rock option to take that pressure off from Gliscor and Mega T-Tar and wants them to be more offensive, he goes Dradagon. If he wants a Trick Room Sweeper, he goes Dragaldi or Cofagrigus. And if he goes Cofagrigus, he might drop something else, like the Blacephalon, to be able to get up the Trick Room and sweep with Dragaldi. So he has a lot of options there, but Latias, Blacephalon, Haxorus, Gliscor, Mega T-Tar, those 5 he has to bring. If he doesn't bring those 5, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad for him. He could surprise me, but oh, come on. But I am pretty sure that the service for the draft frontier is shit. But I'm pretty sure that I will be able to handle everything that he can throw at me. So we will battle. I think Saturday we said we will battle. This will go up after we battle, of course. But the battle itself might be up either late Sunday or late Monday, depending on when I get the time to record it, if I record live and so forth. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you liked it. And if you want to see more of the KASL sub-league, I really suggest that you subscribe to all of the contestants that are in it. If they're going to upload, I will link all of the channels in the description. And I will 100%, well, all that I know of, I will link the channels in the description. And I will 100% link SiNx and his link in separate, so you can actually see who I am facing. But with that said, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, we will win our first league match in the KASL sub-league. I am feeling really confident that we will, but you never know what will happen. That's the glory of Pokemon.